for making things better. Face facts, 'cause your opinion don't matter. This a maniac is gonna step on whomever.
Sick. Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
You know what's funny? I've never listened to all the lyrics to that song.
It's so good. Your opinion doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah. Also, definitively untrue. A lot of the claims in that song.
Yeah, he does not have a knack for making things better.
No.
Well, momentarily better.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, the
Well,
WCW did suck. They made money, but they sucked.
yeah.
They had Ray Ray.
That's true. It's his song should be like, "I'm back. I had 2 really good ideas."
Yeah. I'm a hack. Not good at karate.
If it were point karate, dude, he would have nailed
Oh,
it.
man. Goddamn. Welcome to Snark Marks, everybody. We're a very funny podcast out of Central Valley of California. I'm Andrew. That's Dusty.
Hey.
Follow us on all the stuff, man. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on Instagram at SnarkMarksPod, at SnarkMarksPod on Twitter. Dusty's at SnarkMarkD on Twitter. I'm at Andrew Idell on Instagram, and I'm cute as hell. I got a mustache.
I like it, dude. I like the mustache.
Yeah, it's just an homage to the Rickmeister, my father. He's not dead, but might as well be. You know what I mean? He's 66.
Living homage makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, at
Because
least
then
they
he
get
could
to see
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I am coming off of I think a 10-day flu. The 10-day flu. Dusty's
Yeah,
in the midst.
you were hurting bad. Sorry for everyone who last week that we did not release an episode of this very free podcast.
Yeah.
But Andrew was down in the dumps.
Yeah, I was dead. The last Monday my chest started hurting, like on my esophagus, and I don't know if you guys know, got some esophagus issues. So I was like, something's going on. I think it's probably just gas. And then
that also sucks for you because of your esophagus issues. You can't narrow it down to like 1 or 2 things. It's just like, oh no, it could be anything.
Yeah, I pull out the biggest book you've ever seen and start fiddling through it. And do I have GERD? And then Tuesday it hurt again, and I started feeling a little flu. I told my lovely girlfriend Mary, and I was like, "Hey, I feel like I have like 60% of a flu right now, but I didn't have sore throat, didn't have congestion, anything like that." Oh boy, did it hit me on Wednesday. Oh, last Wednesday was the pits, Dusty. I teared up at one point, and I never got sore throat, never got congestion, never got cough. I just felt like, Ed Dusty, what did I tell you every time you hit me up and asked how I was doing?
Certified ass.
I would just say ass.
Yeah, 100% grade A ass.
Yeah, and it was bad. It was bad. It would not go away, and I'm still not completely back. But I'm here, and I'm queer. So,
and I have to get used to it.
Yeah,
basically.
And Dusty needs to get used to it. So, and then Dusty got it.
Yeah, my family was sick about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Everybody got a flu, cold-like situation, except for me. And I was like, I thought I was Neo in that scene in The Matrix where he like bends back and the bullets all miss him. I was imagining germs just fucking swinging by me, missing me.
Oh yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, it's been long enough. Surely I'm fine. And then Tuesday evening, I was like, whoa, I do not feel so great.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, I'm going to take Wednesday off. Wednesday as a precaution. Maybe I'll just hang out, you know.
I like a surprise Wednesday off, you know?
Yeah, unless I'm like on the deathbed, I'll usually try to ride it out to a midweek because I have all these rules in my head because of my OCD and my fear and my anxiety that like people don't believe I'm sick. So I'm like, well, if I call in Monday, they're going to be like, this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he partied too much this
He wants
weekend.
A third day, this son of a bitch.
Right, and same thing.
Only
same problem.
Jesus gets a third day.
Same problem with Friday. Friday's worse because it's like, oh, this guy wants to start his weekend early.
Yeah,
He went to
I could have swore I heard the ocean in the background when he
yeah.
called me.
He wants to go to Magic Mountain.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
sipping a Mai Tai right now. I can hear it in his mouth.
but Wednesday's a good one. It was like
Yeah, Wednesday they know.
yeah, and I also like I used to go in if I was sick, but not so sick that I couldn't get out of bed. I would go in,
Make them send you home.
get some FaceTime,
Yeah,
maybe make the whole day just feeling like ass, so that then give the coughs, no fake coughs, but you really accentuate the coughs that are there. Then the next day, hey,
when they
can't do it.
want you to stay home.
Right, can't do it again. I actually one time got sent home. My boss saw me and was like, "You don't look so good. Maybe you should go home." And I was like, "No, I'm fine." And I went to someone else's desk, and
You
they
hit 'em
were
with the I'm fine.
yeah, well, because I'm a soldier, so I I went to someone else's desk, and they were facing away from me, and they turned around in their chair, and they go, "Oh man, you look like dog shit." And I was like, well, maybe I should go home. In this case, if I'm not hiding it in a way that I think is good, maybe that's an indication that I really am sick and I should go home.
You're on your back holding papers.
Yeah. Please.
I guess I am on my back right now.
Certify. So I call in Wednesday,
I
and
need
I'm
you to stamp this, please.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then I've also brought a wheelbarrow, and I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna try to help as much as I can, but I gotta tell you, it's probably 80-20 you.
Can you just
me in this?
do me a favor and barrow me back to my cube?
Yeah. There's a dumpster right outside. Normally a homeless person sets it on fire. Do me a favor, put me in there, and I'll just hope for the sweet relief of death.
Yeah. If could you wheel a phone out to me, please?
I
need you to not mute right after I say something, because it makes me insecure. You know?
Do you want me to cough on the mic?
If it's a cough laugh, then yeah.
Yeah. So, so Wednesday, I'm like, all right, I'm on 100% take it easy streak, and then Wednesday night, I get the first fever spike.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. All right. Well, I guess that means Thursday I'm down.
We're partying. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been home since Wednesday, and it's only gotten progressively worse. Today is the first day where I don't feel like the only strength I have is to go from my bed to the couch and then lay there. Like I had to, I kind of make a little den in the couch. I take the pillows off the back so I have more space, and then I make a little cocoon with the blankets, and I lay in that cocoon.
Oh shit. Okay.
But having to take the pillows off, just the couch cushion pillows, and move my nest of blankets from my bed to that couch, that's it. That's wiped out.
I was laying there on one like day 2 or 3, and I was talking to Mary about it. Mary was wonderful, by the way. Came down, made me soup, hung out.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Didn't get sick at all.
Yeah. Well, she should be concerned, because I don't know if I caught what everybody else had, or if I just got the other part of it because it's going around. That's also unhelpful. I find when people are like, "Oh yeah, I've heard there's a really nasty flu going around." Oh yeah, have you? Thank you.
I was talking to Mary about this the other day, where you're from the Central Valley when every time you say it's supposed to rain next week, somebody goes, "Boy, we need it, huh?"
Yeah.
Every time, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been told by a lot of people. It is and whatever I got, and whatever I've talked to multiple people who've gotten this and gotten the flu right now. It's a demon. It is dark. It is some sort of witch was mad at everybody, and she threw some extra Eye of Newt into the cauldron, or maybe she just left her cauldron on for too long. She got a phone call.
Yeah. She left it on the burner.
Somebody was like trying to sell her solar, and she's like, "I've got a cave."
Oh, yesterday, someone knocked on the door, and I was like, "That's not happening, brother."
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Whatever you think is gonna happen, it's not happening. So he knocks on the door, and I can't hear what he says through the door, and I'm in like pajama shorts and an undershirt. And I'm like, well, I can't answer the door like this, you know. And
Yeah.
I have a shirt next to me that I took off because I put it on when I was too cold. But son of a bitch, now I'm too hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So by the time I put this shirt on, this dude's gone, and I'm like, no matter what this dude was trying to sell me, it's not happening today. Like,
He's like, I've
he,
got the cure for the flu. It's free.
yeah, nope,
Nope.
not gonna have. We're so concerned about scammers because people come around and they're like, hey, we're from PG&E, let us in the backyard.
Yeah.
And I would have had to go through a whole rigmarole with this dude. Like, I'm gonna need a card, and then I'm gonna call PG&E, and then I'm gonna schedule a thing. Like, I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna answer you. I'm glad you're not here. Don't ever come back, actually.
No, I don't blame you, man. I ordered food delivery twice.
Yeah.
Had to take a mortgage out on my apartment.
Yeah. I've ordered so much DoorDash.
Really?
Yeah, it's ruined my life. Well, because I can't get up to make anything. I can't stand up.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like if I had to get up to get food, I would literally lay there thinking about it for like 40 minutes, and like I gotta get up, I gotta get food. Like how you have like a task in your head.
Yeah, you gotta
where
prep.
Like no matter what you're doing, you're thinking, okay, I know I gotta do something over there, and like it was in my. I would for like 40, 45. If I had to pee, bro, I had to like sit there and think about it for a long time.
I was thinking about that Hannibal Buress joke where he talks about throwing his back out, and he's like, then I had to get up and go pee, and I was like, I could just pee right here. I live alone. This is all my stuff. Like, I'll just buy new stuff. Yeah, like I was like, I guess because I don't have energy. Like, the worst part of the flu, the part that I hate the most, is the fact that you can't, like, I can't stand up without getting dizzy. I get these terrible like headaches at the back of my back of my neck. And then I can't sleep because I don't do anything during the day to make me tired. I'm just laying the whole time. So I don't think my body realizes like, oh, it's nighttime, it's time for sleep. It's like, haven't you been doing that all day? So
you're just doing that over there now.
Yeah, like all so yeah, I'm still spiking this fever. Like every 3 hours, I'll take ibuprofen, and then I'll take my temperature, and it'll be down in like the reasonable realm.
Yeah.
And then like 2 hours later, I'm like, feeling pretty hot, and I'll take it again. The highest I got was 100.6, which I know isn't like the worst kind of temperature, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got up to 10. I think it hit 102. It was either high 101 or 102. I think it was 102. I got up to 102. Yeah. It was a lot. It was.
You got a fever, checking and see.
Yeah, Dusty and I were quoting. Is that 38 Special? Is that who that is?
No, that's Foreigner, dude.
Dude, I always get that fucking wrong. What does 38 Special sing?
Hold On Loosely.
Oh, is that their only song?
I'm sure they have other ones.
Did you see Foreigner play Hot Blooded twice?
No, I've only seen Foreigner once.
No, what's the band that played
the
Styx
song twice?
What's the band that played their big song twice?
I don't think that I saw them live. It was I saw Bare Naked Ladies on TV. They were doing a concert and they played 1 week twice. They played it at the beginning of the set and at the end.
I thought you said that you saw Foreigner and they played fucking Hot Blooded twice.
No, I saw Foreigner, and some people showed up late, and the singer for Foreigner was like, I see some people in the front row showed up late to the show, and I got to tell you guys, that's cold as ice. Fucking hilarious.
Banger song though.
Yeah, Foreigner's got some, dude. Jukebox Hero, that song rules.
Yeah, I'm a little less into Jukebox Hero.
There's a very good drum fill in Jukebox Hero.
What are we doing with Jukebox Hero and Pinball Wizard? Like, why are we making songs about parlor games?
Well, he's the Jukebox Hero.
He's the hero of the jukebox.
Well, no, he was. It was a sold out concert. He couldn't get to the show. From outside, he heard a distant scream. He put his ear to the wall. He heard one guitar. Wow!
That one guitar. That part. He just keeps singing about that one guitar.
Slung way down low. He's going to be a jukebox hero. So, like, his songs are going to end up on the jukebox.
Oh, dude.
He's not playing the jukebox.
Yeah, listen to me. Hold on. This must be the fever. Okay. I was thinking jukebox is like a game. Not like it's also pinball. Like I was thinking about what's the spinny soccer game?
Oh. Yeah, you can't ask me this right now.
Dude, we're so stupid if we can't think of what that thing's called.
The thing that I hate that no one's really good at.
Something well, and if you're really good at it, it's
foosball.
Foosball. I was thinking foosball hero.
Okay. Foosball
Jukebox
hero
makes more sense.
Yeah,
Jukebox hero makes more sense.
I was wondering what you meant by parlor game. I was like, people aren't battling at the jukebox. I mean, people are battling at the jukebox because they want to hear. They want to hear fucking Skinnerd.
My dad, every time there's a jukebox in the room, my dad he's like, "All right, fucking time to shine." I didn't know I had a show tonight. Apparently, I've got a show tonight.
You guys like Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, right?
Oh, my dad goes straight to Peter Frampton. That fucking 10-minute Peter Frampton song where he's talking with his guitar.
There's etiquette to the jukebox. I feel like you got to have etiquette because everybody has to hear that song. The song you're playing, and like there are songs that are for bars, and there are songs that are not for bars. Even if you like those songs, like I think I told you, I love Primus, which I guess is they're fucking great, man. But I guess that's like a dissonant opinion. But they rule.
Nobody like Dusty. Just so few people are stoked to hear Primus. Like,
no, dude. Jerry was a race car driver. That song fucking slaps, dude.
Very few people are like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Is this Primus?" People are like, "This kind of sounds like the South Park song," but
so this is what I mean.
Just kind of sucks.
In my car, I'm like, hell yeah, Primus. In my home, sure, throw me some Primus. I was at a bar one time and a guy put on like 5 or 6 Primus songs in a row. And I was like, look, man, you're a jerk. Because Primus doesn't do in a bar for anybody.
No.
Like, it's old.
It's too much Primus.
Yeah, it's old country or it's new country if you're into that sort of thing, which I'm not into, but I understand why it's in a bar. And it's classic rock and 90s hits. Those are pretty much what you can get away with. The Swifties will make an appearance.
You could throw on some gangster rap sometimes. I asked the guy.
You can get some gangster rap for sure.
I was at a mountain bar one time, hammered, with Mary and her brother and his wife, and I asked the guy to play Fizz Dance by Mac Dre. He declined.
Yeah, respectfully, no. I declined.
He said no. He chose not to run.
Family Tradition by Hank Williams Jr. That's a bar song.
Yeah, sick of it, but it's a bar song.
You play it at the bar.
But it's a bar song.
So Thursday I was out. Friday I wake up because I start to get paranoid because I don't like taking days off. Again, I'm paranoid that people don't think I'm really sick. I think they're waiting to fire me. But I'm like, dude, I can't sit up, so I cannot do my job. If I go to my job, I'm going to be there 10 minutes and I'm going to tell you I have to leave.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to die if I stay here. So this is the longest I've sat up or done anything in 3 days. So, I feel like I'm on the path to recovery, but I've got the cough, no congestion, off and on chills and fever. That's kind of where I'm at,
Dude, the chills are weird, dog. Like
it's the worst,
so
man.
cold. I was. What's that song? Like Breaking Benjamin, bro. So cold.
Yeah.
You're so cold, and you. I the first night I had the chills, I was wearing PJ pants tucked into socks, long
Yeah.
socks, hoodie with the hood up under 2 blankets, and I'm still shivering. And it's 70 degrees in my apartment. And then I got spooked. Like I warmed up. I'm okay. And I kept like I was like, fuck that, dude. I'm not coming out from under these things. Like
Right.
what if that happens again? And my temperature went up so high because I held on to it too long.
Yeah.
I flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, you were gonna be a honey baked ham by the time you were done. I yeah, I become a man of like uh just embracing 40-year-old Dusty, and just like I just want to feel comfortable all the time. If I'm not at work having to wear my work clothes, I just want to be comfortable all the time. So I've got like buffalo plaid fucking pajama pants, like 3 pairs of those. I've got fleece like pajama shorts, which I didn't know they made, because I used to just have basketball shorts that I would sleep in the summer. But
Yeah.
these are like PJ pants, but they're shorts, and those are pretty good.
Hell yeah, dude. That's top shelf. I've got
So
some Lululemon sweat shorts.
ooh, yeah.
God damn, Mary bought them for me for Christmas, and I didn't know that my ass could be so comfortable.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
like
why.
sitting on a cloud.
I don't know why I resisted comfort, just unencumbered comfort for so long.
It's because we're men, bro. We're supposed to be wearing fucking potato sacks.
Yeah, I got house slippers for Christmas from Sarah's parents. I wear them every day as soon as I get home. They have soles, so if I need to go outside for something, I can wear them outside.
Are they a soldier?
Yeah, they've got sole. If I went into the military, I could wear these because they do have a hard bottom on them. So
I would love some. I need some house slippers. I've been eyeing. I want some UGG slippers.
yeah, these are Eddie Bauer, dude. They're pretty great.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, but I was in PJ pants, buffalo plaid socks to go with my buffalo plaid pajama pants, and like an undershirt and a shirt. And then I woke up and I was like, too hot in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Right now.
Hey.
Yeah. Like I can't survive. Sorry, I can't help it.
Dusty's allergic to anything that I say.
Yeah, when I stop talking, then the cough is like, oh, now's the time. Now we go.
I went to a hockey game a couple months ago. Should I tell you about this? And I made a Too Hot in the Hot Tub reference because the guy in front of me, I think, made a Too Hot in the Hot Tub reference that I didn't know, the guy.
Right.
And I was like, should I get in the hot tub? Yeah. And will it make me sweat? And he turns around and he goes, I think you're the only 23-year-old in the world who knows that reference. No, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I pounded it. I leaned over to Mary. I was like, this guy thinks I'm 23 years old. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a big win for you.
12 years off of my age.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what Kanye just tweeted?
Oh, I'm sure it's great.
If your Maybach is more than 2 years old, it is no longer a Maybach.
I don't even know what is a.
I had to sift through a lot of racism to find that one.
What is a Maybach? It's a Mercedes.
Yeah, I think it's like a type of Mercedes.
Yeah,
like
Mercedes Benz S Class.
That G Unit song. I'll teach you how to stunt. Something. My TVs pop up in my Maybach Benz.
Mm-hmm. Is it like? Is it like?
Oh, it looks like it's like a step up from Mercedes.
Is it like prohibitively expensive?
Dope.
For
they're dope.
Is it like prohibitively expensive for like regular people?
Oh yeah, they're like $200,000.
Okay.
Why, you think about buying one?
Yeah. I'm gonna put a few bills on it. I just wonder what, like, Because sometimes it's like, rappers used to brag about stuff that was like somewhat attainable. Notorious B.I.G. Now I've got a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis. And
Vehicles with televisions in them.
yeah. I got a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis, and I'm like, well, I also have a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis. That's not the, it's not nothing. But if you're a rapper, it's not impossible.
Look at that fucking thing, dude.
That's a really nice looking car. I don't think Kanye probably gets to drive it very much. Like, he's got to be sequestered in his estate or whatever.
I don't know why this two-tone thing is like such a big. Do you think Kanye is like on house arrest?
No, because he's ultra famous. So I think I remember a story about, I can't remember who it was, but it was somebody had like a bunch of these sports cars, but he couldn't just go drive them because he's too famous. And so like once a week he would take it out of the garage and like drag race his street and then put it back in the garage.
That's my problem in Bakersfield, dude.
Right. You can't go anywhere. Yeah.
Start marks, bro. Hell yeah, dude.
Is that radio personality Andrew Idell?
Dude, leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone.
So another problem, maybe we could talk about this. When I'm sick or I'm laying down, we have 3 cats, and I love our cats. But there is one cat that I have that is particularly attached to me. And you met her. Her name is Storm.
Yeah, big fat B word.
Yeah. She's lovely. She's the best. But she is a large cat. Mm-hmm. And she will want to lay on me while I'm laying down.
Yeah.
Which I generally don't have a problem with. But she wants to lay, like, I think I set out a spot where I'm like, hey, this is a great cat spot.
Little nook.
Yeah, for the cat.
Little kitty nook. And
she wants to lay directly on my rib cage while I'm trying to sleep. Like on top of me. And that's just like, it's not super comfortable when I'm not suffering from chest infection, but it's worse when I'm already having a tough time breathing. And now our giant cat is also sleeping on me.
Hobbs doesn't want to sleep on me. He doesn't. He's never like. Hobbs has laid on me like once ever. Like he'll lean against me, but he won't lay like on me.
Yeah.
He doesn't like me having that kind of power over him. I think that's the problem.
Oh, see, my cat trusts me implicitly.
Oh, dude, my cat trusts nobody. He sleeps strapped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If like what he'll do is he'll lay at the end of the couch where he knows I want to put my legs.
Right.
Just so he inconveniences me, Just
enough.
And if I make one wrong move, that motherfucker is on his feet, ready to kill me. Like, it's really annoying how skittish he is. Like, if I touch him at all in the wrong place, he is gone, and he's knocking something over on the way out. This morning, I was laying in bed. I saw him look at me. He meowed. He got up on my bed, and he walked straight over to the lamp and just knocked it off my thing because he was hungry.
Yeah. Your cat's a menace, dude.
Dude, he's a bastard is what he is. Yeah, and he got sick of me. I could tell. He
didn't because you're home anymore. All day, yeah.
Yeah.
You're taking up his spot. Well, I was like, okay, I'm laying on this couch. I moved the pillows so there's more space. Clearly the cat wants to jump up here. And so I like moved my legs so that I could fold them back so that there was like a spot in the back of my legs, like where my knees bend, that she could lay in. And she jumps up and immediately just right onto my chest. And she's like looking at me. And then she starts doing the thing they do where they like knead, with their paws. So I'm like, dude, you weigh so much. Please get off of my like, and the most painful ribs too. Like the bottom ribs is where she wants to lay. And so I like had to push her into the spot that I made for her, and then she was fine for a while.
Yeah, they don't realize how much that hurts. Or they don't care. I think Hobbs wouldn't do it if it didn't hurt. So
he wants it to hurt. Yeah, sometimes I'll have marks on my legs And I'll be like, what the fuck is this from? And I'm like, oh yeah, cat claws from just tenderizing my leg for hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also been fun. But I'll snuggle a cat like all day if possible.
Yeah, I mean, there's I've talked about it before. It's like it's like an accessory to the room. Nothing makes a room more relaxing than a sleeping cat, right?
Yeah.
Nothing makes a room less relaxing than a cat with the zoomies. But
Or that they choose you. But the problem is, like, I'll get ready for bed and I've got everything situated, and I know that this cat wants to jump up here, and so I'm trying to like call her and be like, okay, now's the time, jump up here, and she'll just look at me. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna go to sleep then. And as soon as I'm at the precipice of sleep, she'll jump right on top of me. Like always, it's always on your time. I'm like, dude, I've been waiting. And she'll look at me like it's a foreign idea that she can jump up on this thing that she jumps up on like 8 times a day.
she's got her own little CPAP machine on.
Yeah. we're partners in crime that way. See, that's what it sounds like if I keep the mute unmuted when you make
it. Works, dude. At least
a hilarious
people
joke.
could tell you found that amusing.
Yeah, my wheeze. So while I'm home, I'm just binging movies because, like I said, I can't sleep. Like I'm too hot or I'm too cold or whatever, and I'm not tired. So I've just been straight up binging movies all day, every day. And on HBO, Andrew, they've recently put up all the Final Destination films.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They only had 4 up for a while, but now they got them all.
Did you count how many movies you've watched?
Oh, I could probably do the tally pretty quick. I watched all the Final Destinations that I hadn't already watched.
Oh, damn. I started but did not finish 2 movies.
Yeah, I watched. But the thing I noticed, I know we talked about Final Destination 4 a while back. I think Death's main power in Final Destination is making things slippery.
Well, slipperiness it's close to deadliness,
Yeah.
They're kissing cousins.
Or causing things to get wet that then cause a chain reaction that causes someone to die. But like Death's power is finding like a power box that can't get a drop of water on it, or if the circuits fucking fry, and being like, guess what, 2 droplets of water, and this thing fucking explodes. So, Final Destination 1, there's of course the famous airplane crash, no water, and that thing, electrical problem, but I'm not counting that. There's an electrical malfunction that causes the plane to explode, right?
Okay.
But then Death causes water to come out of a bathtub or a toilet, out of the bottom of a toilet that is not cracked. The water just appears.
I've seen water come up under a toilet before.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
So there's got to be a crack that Death caused.
Something's going on, yeah.
Yeah. Causes the guy to slip. Guy chokes to death in the bathtub. Because then he falls into the bathtub too slippery because of shampoo. He can't get his feet under him.
But you said he chokes to death?
Yeah, because he grabs. I'm telling you, man, it's the water almost never is the perpetrator of death.
No, it's the vehicle.
Right. He grabs the shower head and it snaps off, and the wire from it wraps around this dude's neck. And he chokes to death in the shower because he can't get his feet under him to be able to like relieve the tension.
So he basically hangs himself on it.
He hangs himself, yeah.
What is this? This is the first movie or
this
second?
This is the first movie. I've got them all. You know. Then the teacher who lived, she's moving, and she's got tea boiling on the stove. She puts that tea in a coffee mug. Crack appears in the coffee mug. She goes over to her desktop computer. A little bit of water gets on the back of that computer. It fucking fries, explodes, and a piece of the computer stabs her in the neck. And so she starts freaking out, and then she slips on the blood in the kitchen, gets stabbed to death with knives, and then her house explodes.
God damn.
Yeah, it's a
They
whole
really took care of her.
it's a whole thing.
Death used double tap.
Then there's an electrical cable gets loose during a storm. Not my cat, but an actual storm. And then there's an outside pool, like a Rubbermaid pool, and that gets punctured and water goes everywhere. So now we've got electrified. We got an electrified
electricity plus water. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole front yard. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So like half the deaths in Final Destination 1 are caused in part by water.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Then there's lady gets hit by a bus. Sean William Scott gets decapitated by a train. I don't know if you recall that he's in this movie.
Vaguely. I mostly remember Sawa. Big
and then
Sawa guy. I
and then
watched Little Giants, you know. He's my guy. Junior Floyd.
And then at the end, they think they've escaped death. Giant sign smashes into him, kills him. Right?
Oh yeah. They like the swerves in this.
Well, death wins every time. Whatever they tell you will and every movie, it's a different thing they tell you will cause death to not win in the end, to skip you. Never works. Every single time.
What was the skippable thing in
if you disrupt the order? So like say, you know,
if Sawa dies before he's supposed to.
Well, if he's supposed to die and you save him, it skips him now and goes to the next person. And if you save that person, then it skips until the end of the chain.
It's so weird that death just has like bylaws, like rules.
Well,
like, in the terms of service. Sorry.
Yeah, and that it's like, you know, it you can escape it, but then the way that it gets you back is only through Rube Goldberg devices.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that this sucks because this completely breaks this movie series for me. You can die of natural causes. So he could just be slinging aneurysms on these people.
Right.
He doesn't have to get fucking crafty with it and cause a fucking like you said, Rube Goldberg. The computer doesn't have to explode. His heart can explode.
Right. He could just for 80 years be eating cheeseburgers. He doesn't want to eat anything but cheeseburgers and he can't figure out why. And then they're like, please, your arteries are clogged. Don't do it. And then death is like, now I got him. Got his ass.
Now I'm just gonna drop a piano on him.
Yeah.
After all that.
FD2. This is the logs. Obviously.
Okay.
You remember the logs.
I do remember the logs.
It is raining on the freeway where the logs are.
Okay.
Or is it raining? No, I don't think it's raining yet. It rains at one point in this movie. There's some like gasoline or whatever. The inciting incident generally does not include liquid of some kind. Just later when death's got to kill you one by one, he likes to use water as one of his guys, you know?
Yeah.
So
big water guy.
Yeah. So guy who lives tries to escape death. This guy just won the lottery. And I feel like in that movie they missed a really good thing where that guy could have been like trying to fly them places with his lottery winnings to like save them, or like, you know, booby trapping the house or something, like using his winnings as a way to try to cheat death. But no, he dies first.
We're gonna kill death.
I got a hella expensive sword from John T's in the mall. We're gonna stab death when I see him.
It was $90.
Yeah. That guy wants to make some leftover Chinese. Things go haywire in his kitchen. He gets his hand stuck in the garbage disposal, and his whole kitchen is like up in flames. And then he escapes. But before he started making new Chinese, he threw out the noodles onto the street. And then he tries to take the fire escape ladder, and he jumps down and he slips on the noodles. And then the fire escape ladder hits him in the eye, kills him.
Oh, yeah, I remember the fire escape ladder hit him in the eye. Did he just dump noodles out Like
Yeah, into
his
the alley.
window?
Yeah, into the alley off of like the 3rd story or whatever.
What are we doing here? Like
Yeah, this guy's a monster.
I feel like this
Good he
guy
got
deserved
taken
it.
out. Yeah, good he got taken out. But noodles are wet. So
Is this medieval England? Like, did he put it out with his chamber pot? I don't understand.
Well, he's like, well, and I also don't understand where he's like, oh, well, maybe he was like, these noodles are gross, but this fucking orange chicken's still great. I'm gonna put it in the toaster oven or whatever.
No, I don't mind him wasting noodles. That's not the quarrel I have here.
Oh, okay.
Put them in the trash can.
Yeah.
Don't just dump them out the window to the floor below, you know?
Dude's rich now.
I don't
Doesn't care.
understand this. Is it like an alley that it lands in?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
guessing an alley situation.
Yeah, because he takes the fire escape out, slips on the noodles.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm glad he slipped on those fucking noodles.
ladder to the eye. I wonder if Death's like a really good improv actor. Because he sees the noodles and he's like, ooh, I can use that.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
you sowed your seed, whatever.
yeah, somebody give me a location. Then we
murder.
ladder crushes a lady's head. There's no water involved in that. The kid. Remember, there's the kid that goes to the dentist, and the whole time you're thinking like, oh, some fucked up's gonna happen at the dentist because that's the fear every person has, and they misdirect you the whole time. But some water does get on an electrical outlet, and that causes the oxygen tank to go down that the kid's hooked up to for the laughing gas. And then he makes it through the dentist, and then he gets crushed by a window pane. So I don't even know why. Maybe that was Death's alternate. He had like 2 setups, you know. It was like a run option pass in football. He's like, all right, if
it's like the game Hitman. Yeah, if he walks this way, we're gonna get him with the water.
Yeah, if he goes, if the defensive end crushes down, then I'm gonna take the run play.
Yeah, then we've got the window pane.
Lady gets killed by an airbag. Gasoline fire. So, truck rolls over, liquid, gasoline goes into a pipe. Nobody knows. Causes an explosion that then causes a barbed wire fence to fly at a dude and kill him. It was pretty gnarly. So, like, again, it's not like any of those things would kill somebody, but he's like, what about a fucking barbed wire fence? That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
We gotta leave maximum carnage in this situation.
Yeah. Then there's an oxygen leak with fire. Oxygen's not a liquid, I guess, but it's like, again, you're fucking with tubes.
It's a fuel.
Yeah, you're making tubes disappear so that you can kill somebody.
They do love just things with tubes expelling whatever's in the tube, and then destruction ensuing.
Yeah. Then at the end, because nobody ever actually cheats death, there's a defective barbecue grill that kills the kid that originally was saved during the gasoline fire. Barbecue grill blows up. I'm assuming because there's a propane leak. They don't actually show that, but I'm going to count that as a win in the liquids death.
Oh, so this is
tally.
What we're tallying. We're tallying liquid deaths.
Yeah.
This segment is sponsored by Liquid Death.
The coffee.
The water that makes you look like you're drinking alcohol so you feel cool, apparently.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. It's like Metallica made Liquid Death. You know, like they were like, what sounds like their whiskey, where they're like, we blasted the whiskey barrels with Metallica music at like a sonic level. I'm like, that's not going to make the whiskey taste better, dude.
We vibrated just exactly at the frequency of Highway Star.
Yeah, this shit. Listen to For Whom the Bell Tolls 25 times. No, put that in your pipe.
That would be a very funny marketing campain.
Yeah.
That the water has listened to a lot of Metallica before you send it out.
Well, the blackened the Metallica whiskey. That's literally what they say.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah. They blasted it with Metallica music while the barrels aged or whatever.
That's so stupid but funny. I hope they sell 1 billion bottles.
Yeah. Final Destination 3, personal favorite of mine. This is the roller coaster as the inciting incident. no
Are you
liquid.
afraid of roller coasters?
Until they start going. Like I always get in it and I'm like, well, this is stupid. Like why am I why am I doing that? You know, but I actually really like roller coasters.
Yeah, me too. Big guy, big fan.
I like Six Flags quite a lot.
Six Flags is so much fun, dude.
I don't know. Did I tell you about that? I rode the Tatsu one time and it fucked me up so bad we had to leave. Like I couldn't get my
Is
equilibrium
that the one
back.
where you lay flat forward?
Yeah.
I was there with a girl and she cried afterwards.
I I was so dizzy afterwards. I told my buddy, I was like, dude, I have to go. I can't live I can't be here anymore.
Jesus
Like,
Christ. You
well, 'cause-
ruined everybody's day.
Well, no, it's just me and my one buddy. Because we went to Magic Mountain and then we were gonna go see Tool. That was our day. Our event.
Did
for
you
the
go
day.
to see Tool?
We
Or
did go see Tool.
I was gonna say, did Tatsu fuck up?
No, because I think that was the decision, the discretionary measure that I made was like, look, man, if I'm gonna have to also go see Tool after this, probably not gonna want to ride any more roller coasters today.
Where'd you go?
Tool was playing in Bakersfield, so we went in the morning down to Magic Mountain. We were there till probably 12:30 or 1, and then we drove back to Bakersfield. Went to what's the concert venue down there? You would know.
The Mechanics Bank Arena.
Yeah, I think it was called something else then.
Rabobank Arena.
Rabobank, and saw Tool. It was when 10,000 Days had come out, and it was like concert was dope as shit. But it was like I slept in the car on the way back. Like I was a bad passenger because I just like it fucked me up so bad because it was like I was looking down, but it felt like in my head my orientation was like I was up, so I shouldn't have been able to see the ground from where I was. You know, like in my head, and I think it just caused my equilibrium to get all messed up. So I've just never rode Tatsu again. But I'll ride the Goliath. I rode the Goliath a bunch of times.
Goliath's pretty dope. I wrote it backwards. No, I wrote it in the dark.
Yeah, we went to a Halloween, a few of the Magic Mountain Halloween things, and they do the rides in the dark, and like that was pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't care about I don't like haunted houses. I think they're stupid. Oh man, it's a real axe murderer. Oh god.
The mazes were fine, but it was like I've seen enough horror movies where I know that it's like, okay, they're slimming this corner down to make you think that the scare is over here, but then they're gonna fucking pop out over here.
Yeah. And you don't want to be the guy that's like, oh man, that's not real.
Right.
What's up, dude? How much are they paying you to do this? Try to high five him. You don't want to be that guy.
Right.
But
and I don't want to
also
ruin it for anybody else,
Exactly.
but I'm like, I'm not scared by this because I know it's not real and this guy can't like touch me or hurt me. So I'm just walking through this thing.
I punched a guy in a haunted house when I was like 9. He touched me.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
It was a like a house party haunted house.
Okay.
And the guy like touched my leg, and I hit him as hard as I could. He went, "Wow, yeah. He was wearing a mask.
Look, the rule is you can't touch me, dude.
You can't touch me, dog.
Yeah,
I found the playlist that the whiskey listened to.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the flavor of blackened American whiskey is sonically enhanced through an expert-developed scientific process.
But it's not.
Metallica worked with scientists, acoustic and audio engineers, designers, and technicians of Meyer Sound to develop the patented black noise system. This sonic enhancement delivers a precise range of low hertz sound waves into the oak casks, causing the whiskey to interact with the charred oak staves, measurably releasing compounds for flavors like toasted coconut, vanilla, butterscotch, and caramel.
I bet you could get all that without slamming it with the Master of Puppets.
Yeah. Where'd it go? No.
How much do you think those scientists charged Metallica to come? Were they like, how much do you think we could get them for?
We're prepared to give you $1 million.
Like
I said to Robert Trujillo.
We want you to be a full member of this whiskey brand. We're willing to offer you $1 million.
I'm just going to do the playlist selected and arranged by Metallica.
Yeah.
Frantic, Sweet Amber, All Within My Hands, Fight Fire with Fire remastered, Fixer, Hate Train, Helpless, and To Live Is to Die remastered.
So not even any of the good Metallica songs.
I don't
went
know any
into
of those songs.
Fight Fire with Fire is good. That's like early thrash Metallica, but I don't know that I know. Frantic is the TikTok
No,
song.
tick, Frank.
Yeah.
I know that one. I love that fucking
Yeah.
song.
They should have called them Metallikists. The scientist.
Hell yeah.
We're working with patented Metallikists on this whiskey. My buddy went to see Metallica and he got a VIP access, and they gave him a bottle of the blackened whiskey like as part of the VIP access, and we drank it. It's like it's fine. Like I was not like, oh man, this whiskey's been sonically enhanced.
I feel like I can hear this whiskey.
Yeah.
Did he meet Metallica?
No, they had like, I guess they had like a room set up where it had like exhibits of like a bunch of cool Metallica shit, and then they had like instruments so you could kind of jam if you wanted to, which to me sounds awful.
That sounds not fun at all.
Yeah, not with Metallica.
I'll be Lars. I'll be Lars. You'll be Kirk.
And you don't want to play better than Lars before Lars goes on.
Listen, bro, Lars is a bad motherfucker, dude. All right, let's get back to these movies.
Yeah. So, FD3 roller coaster, no liquid. Okay, then there's the chicks that get burned up in the sauna. Liquid. Yeah. Because they're not supposed to take an icy into the sauna room. Guess what they do? They take their icy in there. Condensation drips onto the power outlet and causes the temperature of the saunas to go up, and then the guy who runs the place can't get back inside because he's on the phone outside, and he puts a tube of lotion in the door to keep it open, and the door slowly closes on it, cause it like because the lotions comes out. So I'm counting that. That's liquid.
That's liquid. That's
sure but the liquid, it's only the starting point generally. They got burned up in a fire, but it's because electrical malfunctions. Maybe that's the real
electricity.
Yeah, that's the real
killer.
Yeah, the real enemy. Car engine through the back of a dude's head in a drive-through. There's no real liquid in that one. This one actually doesn't have. Yeah, I think that's the only one where there's water, because there's the loose weight machine. Did you watch Final Destination 3 with the?
I think I did, because some of these are sounding familiar. I know I saw the tanning bed. I know I saw the weight machine. Isn't there doesn't it try to swerve you that a sword's gonna fall off the wall and kill him?
Yeah, there's two swords above the guy's head, and he's going on this monologue about every one of these movies has a monologue where one of the characters is like, I decide when I die. Fuck death. Death doesn't tell me anything. I'm in charge of my own fate. And this dude's fucking pounding weight while he's yelling that, talking about his 5-year plan where he's like, become a first team All-American. Get drafted in the second round. 15-year Hall of Fame career. 4 Super Bowls. And then his head gets smished by 2 weights.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. No liquid, though. Unfortunately.
Liquid probably comes out of his head.
That is true, yeah. There's a runaway forklift. Oh, the runaway forklift. Liquid.
I don't remember the runaway forklift.
So, the emo guy and his girlfriend, who aren't taking it very seriously, because there's also always a character in the movie who's above it, and they're like, "Oh,
ooh, spooky death is coming for us."
Dude, a guy's head just got smished by weight machines. You're gonna tell me that's a naturally occurring event? How many head smushes do you see a month in the news? They work at a Home Depot or Lowe's, kind of situation, and the main characters are trying to tell them their plan, which is like, oh, here's what we think, you gotta fucking get it to skip you or whatever. And then some like antifreeze falls on the ground because the guy doesn't take the turn clear enough with the forklift. And then his girlfriend, he gets killed by a bunch of like falling rebar, and then his girlfriend slips on the liquid, and she gets hit with the nail gun. She's like impaled with the nail gun, which is pretty gnarly death. She's holding like a nail gun, or the nail gun's sitting there. Maybe she runs into it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. That one's pretty tough. Then there's a runaway horse. Like, this movie really it was doing a lot. It was like this lady gets her ankle trapped by a horse, by a rope that's on a horse. Yeah, you shouldn't have looked it up.
Oh, the nail gun one's gnarly, dude. She falls back onto it? Is that the one?
I think so.
One?
No, I think that's it. I think she falls back onto it.
Is she a redhead?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Oh man.
Then a different gal gets impaled by like a flagpole. No liquid. There's a fireworks explosion. No. So the other guy, I was wrong. The other guy doesn't get killed by rebar. The boyfriend is grief stricken because now he's like, oh, death took my emo girlfriend away.
Yeah,
she's part of the Black Parade now, and I'm not. And he
I
shows.
always want to be part of the fucking Black Parade.
God damn it! Her father didn't take her into the city. It took me. So he shows up with a gun, and he's like, "You're fucking next, right?" Because and a lot of these, there's also that where one of the characters freaks out and tries to kill somebody else, and then while he's pointing the gun at Mary Elizabeth Winstead, he fucking gets killed by a fireworks explosion.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. And then the end of that movie, they think everything's great. It's been like 6 months. I don't know what Death's doing in the meantime, because like the movie would make sense if it was like Death is stalled until it takes care of these loose ends, because these people were supposed to die and they didn't for some reason. And now Death has to make the balance right, because they don't really give any motivation to Death other than he's pissed when people don't die when he tells them to. I
mean, he's got one job. Right,
but it's like, well, who's causing the premonitions then? Because there's always, at the beginning, there's the person who has the premonition that gets whoever the characters were following off of the inciting incident, right?
Yeah.
So, like, who's causing the premonition? Shouldn't Death take it up with that guy?
Death's like, dude, stop warning people. Like, yeah. This gets me so backed up.
Or it's like a bet, like, oh man, Death doesn't seem like he's had any fun in a while. Let's give him some shit to do where he can like fry electrical panels. He seems so bored lately.
You gotta give the tiger a rabbit every once in a while. Yeah, you know what I mean?
He's so bored with heart disease these days.
Is this the scene where the security guard gets kicked in the chest by a horse?
Yes, this would be.
So security guard, here we go. Let's do this real quick. Security guard kicked in the chest by a horse. Hey, go ahead and play, you stupid. What? Kicked in the chest. It looks really fake. Kebab lands on the hose.
Liquid.
Of a propane tank.
Yes. I guess that's a gas, but yeah. Fire.
Big explosion. And then I feel like this is leading up to the firework, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's our guy.
He looks like he's in bad shape. He looks like he's about to die to fireworks.
Oh, he's mourning.
Oh, are you scared? Oh no.
Yeah, he's got a monologue about,
just kill him.
Who deserves it. Yeah.
Here it comes. Oh, they all tip and point right at him. 21 fireworks salute. He's just standing there. God, this looks so fake. It
And
just
it
says
missed
like
him.
and subscribe.
Oh yeah, they're not going to give you the end, bro.
Are they not going to give me the... Dude, if they don't give me the death, I'm thumbs downing this YouTube video so hard. Oh, a sign lands on him.
Oh yeah, the sign lands on him.
Okay.
That is caused by the firework. The fireworks are the misdirect again, because Death's like, oh, I don't want to be too obvious. I played the hits. They've seen somebody get killed by a firework.
It's not cool unless they think they made it, you know?
Yeah. So the end of that movie, everybody's like, oh, it was safe. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, her sister, and the dude who got kicked by the horse all think they live, right? And so like 6 months later, Mary Elizabeth Winstead's in New York with her sister, and they're on the train, the subway. And they're like hanging out, and then they notice she gets like the spooky vibes again. And then she notices security dudes also on the train. And she's like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I was going to tell you I was here, but, you know, I just got here. And then fucking train derails, kills everybody. End of the movie. I'm back.
I'm back. You thought you got rid of me, didn't you, you son of a bitch? Death is at home just fist pumping.
Yeah.
I got him. You don't run from me.
Because I'm back in black. Death definitely listens to AC/DC.
That was like, that had to have been, you know, when the guy who murdered the Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah.
They tried to kill him the first time and he got away, and one of the assassins was just eating a sandwich. And he was sitting there, and the Archduke just rolled past him on a carriage, and he's like,
right,
he threw
like
a sandwich
missed,
down and ran up and killed him.
He like missed his opportunity, and then he was like, oh well, whatever. And then the dude just came rolling by.
Yeah, he was just at a cafe eating a sandwich. That's what That's how Death felt when those two people got on the same train.
Yeah. Or he's like, he gets a Google alert on his phone. He's like, oh, everybody's on the train. All right. Let's go ahead and run it back. I didn't rewatch Final Destination 4 because I recently watched it. So I don't know how many that's the speedway. So there's like some oil and stuff probably involved in the initial incident.
Yeah, I'm sure there's oil.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's oil in that first crash.
But Final Destination 5, which was in 3D, so it's hard to watch on regular D, because you could see the shots where they wanted it to be 3D, like the eyeball comes rolling towards the camera. And you're like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be like, whoa. This is bridge collapse, is the inciting incident. It's like raining on this bridge, and I swear to God, like a bucket of water tips over, and this bridge immediately starts cracking. Like giant cracks in this concrete caused by wet, like caused because it's wet. And like, well, this thing is structurally, it's structurally fucked from the jump. If a bucket of water will cause this bridge to collapse, there's no hope.
I mean, everybody's always talked about how Final Destination is just a statement on infrastructure.
Right, onto like the waste of the federal bureaucracy.
Yeah, we need
that's
we need all this money that we're making frogs gay.
That's the real killer.
We need to switch over to reinforcing our bridges.
So in this one, they're told if they kill somebody, if they take another life in lieu of their life, death will skip them.
Hell yeah, dude!
Right, which doesn't follow any of the other mythos of the other Final Destination films.
Yeah, but the mythos on the other ones didn't work either anyway, so you might as well switch it up.
So then there's the gymnast lady. Have you seen this one?
I don't think so.
FD5. The gymnast death is like one of the gnarlier deaths but it's so drawn out. Like they give you all this runway where it's like they're in the gym. The AC's broken. Guy's working on it. Guess what? AC gets fixed. Some water drips. right next to an extension
Not that
cord.
menacing water.
Yeah, right next to an extension cord that's obviously corroded. Like it is malpractice that they're using this extension cord. It is so clearly corroded. And it's connected to a giant fan. But the water doesn't land right onto the extension cord, just next
It's got
to
to
it.
slowly creep on over to it.
Then a screw falls out of the fan above, lands on the balance beam, and
Yeah, yep.
you're thinking our person's gonna land on the screw.
Oh my god! I just saw it.
but she does not.
She does not land on the screw.
She completes her balance beam routine expertly, but then she notices the water. Oh shit! She throws her towel down.
Yeah.
Next lady gets on the balance beam. That chick screw right through the foot, and she falls, knocks the thing that holds the powder,
The chalk,
up,
yeah,
the
she
chalk,
knocks the chalk off
into the air.
Our girl is on the uneven bars,
Yeah.
swinging her little balls off.
The chalk goes everywhere, causing the dismount of this girl to go awry. She hits the floor and her body explodes in blood.
She just folds in half. She lands kind of like forward facing on her shoulders, and her legs flip over her, and her whole body just breaks in half. And she's got her femur compound fracture of the left leg. Her femur is sticking out of her leg. She does not drink her milk.
No,
I can tell you that, because her body did not withstand that fall.
Why did they need the water? He just likes it. He just wants it. Yeah. Then the guy that we're not then the guy that we're not supposed to like.
Guy just gets up and he's like, "Oh, when she died."
Oh shit. Then the guy we're not supposed to like goes to a massage place, and he's just a gross bro dude, and he's getting a massage. He thinks it's from a hot younger masseuse. Turns out, Andrew, it's an old lady.
Oh man.
Yep. And
you can't get a happy ending with an old lady.
And she does acupuncture on him, and then she's like, all right, you wait for 30 minutes. But there's some he wants the acupuncture needles to be disinfected. So what does she do? What disinfects, Andrew?
Bleach.
Or
tubes. What's she trying to disinfect?
The acupuncture needles.
Fire.
What disinfects that is also flammable? What liquid?
Alcohol.
There you go. She brings a big jug of rubbing alcohol into the massage room.
Hell yeah, dude.
Do we think that tub of alcohol gets knocked down? And this guy doesn't.
I'm gonna go with yes.
And this guy doesn't smell it. He doesn't smell it immediately and be like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" And then, of course, there's candles everywhere. That causes a fire. This guy, and then the massage table breaks. This guy falls onto the ground with all the acupuncture needles in him. Gets fucked up by the acupuncture needles. But the fire, he's against the wall, and the fire is like on purpose not able to get to him. Like it's left a clear path. You know what I mean? Like this entire thing is engulfed, yet the fire is not infringing upon him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like falls down, but then that causes the Buddha statue that he was making fun of earlier. He told the Buddha to lay off the donuts, Andrew.
No, man, he's overweight. Buddha's overweight.
Buddha statue lands on his head. Smush City.
Man, it probably would have saved him if the Buddha was a few lbs less, you know. Dude, you got the YouTube comments for this girl snapping in half.
Yeah.
is just a bunch of people being like, "This is so unrealistic."
No.
This guy said, "Impossible as fuck." When she gets blinded by the powder, she would have already stopped spinning because of the reflex, and she even spinned a few times in the air after removing her hands from the bar. Impossible.
I believe my statute of if you watch Superman and your problem with Superman is that he can fly backwards around the world to reverse time.
Yeah.
If that is the line that is too far, then like, what are you doing?
You need to take a step back and unfocus your eyes.
Yeah.
This lady,
he's a Superman.
somebody did point out something very funny though. This girl like landed on her chest and her body folded in half. I don't understand. Like I don't know why her leg's broken.
Yeah, the mechanic, like obviously
her leg didn't hit shit.
The mechanics of it are not real. Like that you wouldn't, and also like no one's pointing out she explodes like her body is just a bag of blood. Like
yeah, it's as if she fell from an airplane.
Yeah,
and has no bones.
Okay, this is the most egregious one to me. There's a mean girl in every one of these movies too. You know.
Yeah.
She's going to get LASIK done, laser eye surgery, and the doctor gives her a teddy bear to like squeeze while the LASIK is happening. But one of the button eyes of the teddy bear falls out onto the ground. That's a crumb for later, right?
Chekhov's teddy bear eye.
Yeah, there's one of those water dispenser things. You know, you get the little cup and you can put the arrowhead water thing, whatever that is.
Yeah.
It does the bubble thing, whatever that. Why it does that, I don't know, but whatever.
Glug glug.
Yeah, there's a cup of water on there. That water falls off onto the laser unit that's plugged into the wall. It's not supposed to get above a 5. That's too hot. But now it's fried. The whole thing's fucked because this cup of water fell onto it. So the laser starts and it burns the shit out of this lady's eye, and she's like trapped. You know, her head's stuck. And she puts her hand up and it burns the shit out of her hand, and then she like moves and she gets out of it, but and then the people who have figured this thing out now come in with the doctor, and she's like, help me, blah blah blah, and then she slips on the button of the teddy bear, falls out of the window to her death.
I'm watching it burn her eye right now.
Just needlessly cruel. Like, what is your problem, man? Death, do we need to have a talk? You doing okay, man?
They should have died when they were supposed to die, you know?
Yeah, I guess maybe that's like the mean streak comes out where he's like, you think I'm a joke?
You're wasting my time.
Yeah, Death's got like little man syndrome.
When she hits the ground, her eyeball rolls towards the camera.
I think that's one of the 3D effects, you know. And then guy falls off of some railing, gets a hook through the face. That's no good, but there's no water involved in that.
Laser coolant malfunction. It's so stupid. It's like, if you pour a little bit of water on it, this thing just turns up to 100.
Right, like it wouldn't short circuit and not work anymore. It doesn't
shut down or anything.
Right. It just gets hotter. It's like a gremlin if you get it wet, you know. It's So then a guy, David Koechner, from
hell yeah, dude, recently got a DUI. Was that recent?
Oh, I don't know. Didn't hear anything. He gets a wrench to the head. He dies.
Whammy.
Well, fucking whammy, yeah. And then there's a fight at the end in a kitchen where there's like some steam and there's fire and all this. Guy gets a knife through the chest. That guy dies. It's the guy who's so grief stricken his girlfriend died, and now he thinks he has to kill somebody so that he can live You know, and he has a gun. He's coming after his friends now. It's a by the end.
Would you kill somebody to live?
No, I don't think that I could do that. Also, it doesn't work. So
I think it depends. I think it depends on who I got to kill. You know,
sure. The
I'd give it a shot.
your morality is a little more flexible. But check this out, Andrew. This whole movie, you think because it's released in 2011 that it happened in 2011. Our survivors, they're getting on a plane to Paris at the end of this movie, and they see fucking Devin Sawa freaking out.
Oh, really?
And getting taken off the plane. Turns out, this is Flight 180 from the fucking first Final Destination. It's all a loop. Time's a flat circle, Andrew. It's all a loop. So the end of this movie, fucking explode, the plane, kicks off FD1.
That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah. And then
I think that's pretty cool.
And then the end of Final Destination 5 is just an AC/DC song playing over all the deaths from all the other movies. It's fucking.
That's also pretty sick.
Or if it's not AC/DC, it's whoever recorded that Eric Bischoff theme song that wants to be AC/DC. You know. Yeah. So those are the Final Destinations.
Are you gonna watch the new one?
Water's the main enemy. Of course I am. I have to keep track now.
Yeah.
If water remains the enemy. The trailer looks pretty sick. But
when does it come out?
I think it's in like May.
Dude, I might go to Fresno and watch that shit with you.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I'd love that. Because
we should do that.
Those are like Final Destination 3 is one of the best movie-going theater experiences I've ever had. Because everybody's in to have a good time watching it.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly what it is. You're like, yeah, I just want to see some gnarly deaths. I told Sarah that I was watching them, and she's like, let me get this straight. While you're sick at home, you want to watch a whole bunch of movies about death. And I was like, well, no, I want to watch a bunch of goofy movies.
Yeah, you have to understand, it's trivializing death.
Yeah, I don't think that if I beat the flu, that death's got a Rube Goldberg situation out there for me to take me down. But like, and I was telling her, like, if I fall asleep during this movie, who gives a shit? When I wake up, I'll know exactly, like, oh, okay, it's probably this guy. Yeah. This guy's something.
Somebody's next. Death's gonna get him.
Something bad's gonna happen to this guy. Yeah, death wins every time. As
it should.
Yeah, and as it does. The only thing that concerns me about, hold on, let me bring it up. The Final Destination Bloodline is in the trailer or in the tagline, it's like something about family. And I'm like, oh man, are they gonna is it as you like to
crossover?
Say, is it like a daughter's movie?
Oh yeah.
Or like a legacy. But everybody's dead. So unless they like somehow retcon that Sawa died, but in the second movie there's no Sawa, but Ali Lauder, who was in the first movie, comes back, and she basically says, oh yeah, he died off screen somewhere.
He went back to his home planet.
Yeah.
He died on the way back to his home planet.
Yeah. When are we going to get to the fireworks factory?
Yeah.
Ali Lauder's character in the movies, her name is Clear Waters. Clear is her.
So sick, dude.
Is her first name. One of the worst. And there's also in Final Destination 1, they make a point of Ali Lauder saying to Devin Sawa, we went to high school together for 4 years and we've never spoken to each other. What's the deal? And then like later in the series of events of this movie, she's calling him babe a bunch, like they're together or like they've been together for like a long time.
Or like he's a pig in the city.
Yeah, or like perhaps that'll do. Like, I know that trauma bonding's a thing, and I assume if you watched all your friends die grisly deaths, that puts you pretty close together with whoever's left. But over the
Especially if you look like Ali Larder and Devin Sawa.
and
You're
Sawa.
supposed,
Yeah.
you look at her, you're like, we're supposed to,
Yeah.
this is gonna happen.
No, she's an outlaw, dude. She does like metal work and shit.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
She infuses whiskey with metal music.
Yeah. Plagued by a violent and reoccurring nightmare, a college student heads home to track down the one person who might be able to break the cycle of death and save her family from the grisly demise that inevitably awaits them all. So maybe it's just about this one family.
Going back and finding, I said I'd never do that again.
Yeah. Oh, me and death one more time. We're gonna go around. We're gonna go
tired.
One more round. they have to take a helicopter to somewhere. You promise never to you promise never to ask me.
You know, whoever they end up going after is gonna die.
Yeah.
Whoever that person is.
They can't do it. I wanted to ask you. The other day, you told me that you saw a preview for The Monkey.
Yeah.
Gotta tell me what you think.
It looks stupid.
Nah, dude, I'm in.
I think it looks fucking awful.
It's a crazy monkey. The monkey
it's
that
a
likes
monkey
to
doll.
It's a monkey that likes to kill people. Yeah, it's like the monkey. I think of it's like the monkey paw, almost. Like in The Simpsons, like it's this evil sort of incarnate thing that causes bad things to happen. This seems like almost a Final Destination kind of situation. Like it's a supernatural entity.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I'm wary. I don't think it looks good.
And a monkey. That monkey doll, creepy. I don't like it.
It is a creepy doll, but it's a doll.
Right. I don't think the doll is trying to kill anybody. I don't think it's a Chucky situation. I think the doll is imbued like it's a harbinger of something bad. It's not actually stabbing people, It just causes the bad shit to happen because it thinks it's funny because it's a monkey.
Dusty, I will allow you to watch it and come back and let me know what you thought about it, but
it's already getting 5 stars, dude.
I watched 50 minutes probably a little over an hour of The Little Giants.
Yeah.
I didn't get to the football game.
Oh, you got it. The annexation of Puerto Rico, dude.
I didn't get to see him execute it. And I watched about 45 minutes of Tombstone. Those are the 2 movies I watched.
Ooh. Why'd you bail on Tombstone?
I can't fucking, it's just a movie, bro. It's just too long. Like, I was like, you know what? I think I understand what this is. It was good, though. It was good. Big Kurt Russell guy. I like Val. Val's dope. I like Westerns.
45 minutes is too long.
I don't know. No, the 45 minutes isn't too long. It's there's still an hour and a half of this.
Yeah, a dope hour and a half. That movie rules, man.
It was good.
Like, even when you're sick and you can't physically move, you're like, I should probably be doing something else.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know how many I stumbled on this. This is totally me. I won't watch Tombstone for however long it is, 2 hours and 15 minutes or something. But I stumbled upon this YouTube channel of these Gen Z, like early 20s guys who do action sports. Watching these kids fucking snowboard and go on water skis and live their Gen Z lives. Dude, I watched like 9 hours of that.
Yeah, I think because you'll watch a bunch of Survivor. Maybe it's people,
I didn't even watch any Survivor. I want just real stuff. I guess I just want real stuff.
Or you used to tell me when we worked together, you just go home and watch that channel of the jailbroken Grand Theft Auto mods for like hours.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. Yeah,
and that sounds like torture to me.
These guys are some of them are really funny. I
bet it would be funny, but I'm like, dude, I watched Fargo yesterday, and I've seen Fargo, a few times. I watched it in years. Man, what a great movie Fargo is! It's so dope.
Never seen it.
William H. Macy's so funny, and everybody's so Midwestern and weirdly polite to each other. In spite of all of these terrible things that are happening in the town. There's a scene where William H. Macy is like a car salesman, and he's trying to upsell this customer on True Coat, and which is like supposed to be under the car to keep it salt from rusting the underneath. And it's like $400, and this guy does not want this True Coat, and he keeps saying to him, "You lied to me, and you told me that this car would be 19.5, and now you're trying to give me this True Coat, and I don't want it." And William H. Macy goes, "Well, they put that True Coat on at the factory. We can't do anything about that." And he goes, "I'm paying 19.5 for this car. You fucking lied to me." But he whispers "fucking" because his wife's sitting right there, and it clearly pains him to have to curse because he's so Midwestern. But it's like Ned Flanders if Ned Flanders had to say "fuck." Like it hurts his body to have to do it, but he's gotten to that amount of rage.
Yeah,
but it's not on his face. He can't do anything about it. And so William H. Macy is like, "Well, I'll go talk to my manager." And then as he's leaving, the guy goes, "I'm not paying for that." And he leaves, and to his wife, he goes, "I'm not paying for it." And it was just really great. And I've seen that movie before. I watched Fury with Brad Pitt, the World War II tank movie, because that's some real 40-year-old dad shit, where I was like, hell yeah, dude. WW2, the big one. Let's get into this.
Still never seen that one.
That one is long. I was feeling that one. I was like, this thing's got to probably be over pretty soon. I was like, 45 minutes. But it was the big action scene at the end that was left. So,
I watched Wes Anderson's The Rat Catcher. Have you seen that?
No, The Rat Catcher?
It's a short story that he made. Short film. It's like 17 minutes on a Roald Dahl story.
Okay. No, I haven't seen that. I like Wes Anderson, so.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It's not for you.
They kept breaking the fourth wall,
Right. You like that, right?
It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's everything's yellow for some reason. But apparently, like, there's these things that say, I'm looking on YouTube, there's a bunch of things that say ending explained, The Rat Catcher. And then I realized I don't know if I watched the end of it. It's 17 minutes long.
Yeah, you just closed your eyes in disgust.
I don't know.
I might watch Inglourious Bastards this very afternoon.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. I've seen it a bunch.
Only movie worth watching. All right, this is a dozen daily trivia. Barstool Sports. First three questions are sports. All the rest of them are general American culture. There's 9 questions total. We're starting with NFL. 9's on the board. How about that, Dustin?
How about that? Let's do it.
After 7 years that included a Super Bowl win with Baltimore, Jamal Lewis joined this AFC team and rushed for over 1,000 yards in both 2007 and 2008.
I do not know.
Nor do I.
It's not the Bengals. I can give you that. Or the
I was going to say Baltimore, but this is fucking...
Yeah. Or the fucking Patriots kid.
Jamal Lewis, Bengals. I don't think it's the Giants. I don't know. Pick an AFC team.
The Chargers?
All right.
I mean, that's wrong, but I don't know. They're in the AFC.
College football. Before he won Super Bowl MVP, this man started at quarterback for Kent State from 2006 to 2008, where he threw 30 touchdowns and ran for 22 more.
You know why I know this? Because his clips of his podcast keep coming up, and he talks about throwing a touchdown in the Super Bowl. It's fucking Edelman.
Oh, really?
Edelman. Yeah, because he was a quarterback in college, and they converted him to wide receiver.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
MLB. Before he won multiple Super Bowls, Deion Sanders led the National League in triples and played in the World Series with this team in 1992 Braves?
Yeah, that's the Braves. Because they played the Blue Jays and fucking got beat.
Cars. From 2000 to 2020, the Optima was a mid-size model produced by this car brand until it got renamed. This is the Kia Optima.
Yeah.
Celebrity mashup.
Why do I always think they're Kias? Every time they give me the name of a car, I'm like, oh shit, is that Kia or Subaru?
I think that's Chris Evans.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
And I think it's Kidman.
Maybe. Yeah, you're better at these. You're always better at these than I am.
Wrong. Fuck.
Ah.
I wonder who I got. Who I missed. Beverages. What legendary model appeared in the famous 1992 Super Bowl commercial where two boys admired the can of a Pepsi she was drinking?
That's Cindy Crawford, isn't it?
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm young.
Yeah, you're only 23.
Television. After starring in a hit 2000s 2010s CBS sitcom, this actor picked up a lead actor Emmy nomination in 2023 for Shrinking.
Oh, Sarah and I just started watching this. That's Jason Segel. That show's really funny. It has Harrison Ford in it as a therapist. He's like an old cranky dude. Low key, real funny Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Interesting cat. Name this 2004 comedy based on the following clues: Hold My Poodle, The Wilson Sisters, a BF, Bitch Fit, and Vanessa Carlton's song 1,000 Miles. I believe that's White Chicks.
I believe that is a film I have recently watched for the first time called White Chicks.
You recently watched White Chicks?
Someone recommended it to...
Someone recommended White Chicks?
Look, man.
Man, you got some weird friends, man.
You know, what are you going to do?
This legendary English rock band headlined White Chicks. This is The Who.
Yeah.
They headlined Super Bowl XLIV. What is that? 59?
No, that's 54, I think. Because the I is before the 5.
So that's a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got, what's the L?
Oh, I think that's 5. So I think this is 46, maybe. Because it's been a while. So it's the Who.
X is 50, isn't it? What Super Bowl is coming up?
I don't know, man. 59, I think.
See, I think this is 50. I think this is 59. But no, because it's not. There's no way we're past 60 for Super Bowls.
No. I think that's 40. I think that's 44, man.
Because I assumed X
is going to give
50.
it to you.
That is true. Yeah. That's the Who. We'll double dip. We'll go NFL.
Did you ever watch? Did you watch the halftime show with the Who?
That's definitely Chris Evans. I don't know how that isn't Nicole Kidman.
I can't. On my screen, it looks like Chris Evans has a black eye on his left eye.
Hell yeah, dude. NFL. Pick another AFC team.
The Jaguars.
Wrong.
That couldn't have been more wrong. Yep.
Well, we missed the two most likely to be missed.
Right.
That is Liv Tyler.
She didn't want you to miss a thing, dude.
That's Liv Tyler. Fucking stranger's ass. It is Chris Evans, though.
All right, so
NFL Browns.
X is 10.
Oh, X is 10. L is 30.
Yeah.
So that is 44.
Well, this says L is 50.
What?
When I'm looking at this
So it's
room.
50 minus 10?
Yes.
That's what it is. So it's 44.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocky 2 plus Rocky 5 equals Rocky 7, Adrian's Revenge.
Adrian's Revenge. It is 44.
That's a Simpsons joke that I will never forget. When he's trying to figure out which door doesn't have the tiger.
Mm-hmm. Adrian's Revenge. All right. Well, Dusty, I hope you get better, man.
Yeah, I think that I'm on a trajectory to get better, but who knows? You know, could always get worse.
I'm hungry as hell.
Yeah, I think
clean up in here.
I think that I'm gonna want some soup, so it might be another DoorDash situation.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. Following us on all this stuff.
Yeah,
we'll be back with more gusto next week.
Yeah, this is literally the flu game for us.
Flu
So
game, yeah.
if you think we're funny now, just wait till we got 100%.